Okay, on this 600 SDI motor, I had a leak on the exhaust manifold gasket, so I replaced it just with these two stainless ones and a regular lock washer. I got Narlock washers coming, but that's doesn't help me right now, so I just had to just get regular stainless lock washers to fix it for now. And then I cleaned all the old oil residue from the leak with just mineral spirits and a parts brush, just so I can tell if it leaks anymore. And then I also cleaned the rave valves. I put this one together already, but I left this one apart just to show what all has to get done. So with this rave valve, there it says top right there. You just for this, there's two bolts holding it on. You take the cover off, which is this bolt and that bolt, and then that plastic cover comes off, and there's a spring that goes here to the red plug there. You just take that off, then you pull it out, and this screws, this rave valve screws into there. When you take these two bolts off, you pull it out, the rave valve is attached, and there's a little O-ring on there. Just make sure that goes with it, and it attaches and pulls it out. I cleaned the rave valves. They looked pretty good. But I cleaned them anyways, and I just use ATF, automatic transmission fluid, to lube it so it slides good. Then I'm just gonna screw it back on there, put them in, and getting pretty close to being able to ride. Doesn't have to go very tight, just parallel. So then I just grab these two 5mm hex head. It's a 6mm by 1.0 bolt, and I got this ball end hex driver socket that I use. And I only use a 1/4-inch wrench to tighten it because these are pretty small. You don't want to over torque it, and I'm not going to use a torque wrench on this. It just takes too much time, not enough space. So here's the cap for that rave. Just goes on this way with this little on the older ones there was a metal clip that went onto this plastic indentation. You don't have that anymore, so you just set it on there. Don't forget your spring. Put the spring in the red socket and then over this, just set it on there. Okay, so that rave is back in. It's clean. Those bolts are tight. I decided it would be too much work to put new gaskets in and take this whole manifold apart. So I'm just putting these new bolts in, new lock washer, tighten it down. That gasket should work. After my Narlock washers come in, my Nordlock washers, when they come in, I ordered some. I might take this manifold back off, put the Nordlock washers on with new gaskets. But right now, for now, I'm going to run it like this. Trails should be open because it's getting near January. They should be opening them up, so I need to wind all my maintenance down, get ready for this so I can ride it, and should be good. I got my belt adjusted how I like it. Should be ready to rock.